New tonight, JonBenét Ramsey's father says he's feeling encouraged after sitting down with Boulder's new police chief for the first time on Monday.
JonBenét was found murdered in the Ramsey family home in Boulder 28 years ago. Well, John Ramsey says the goal of this meeting was to push for testing and retesting of evidence using genetic genealogy.
Denver 7's Amy Wattis shares how that meeting went.
Well, it was a good meeting.
81-year-old John Ramsey says he spent close to 2 hours with Boulder's new police chief, Redfearn, the district attorney, and others from the department on Monday, discussing his daughter JonBenét's 28-year-old unsolved case.
I was impressed. They were not arrogant, cocky, big egos. They were eager to talk and they want to get the case solved, and they're open to all options that are available.
John says the main reason he was there was to talk about using genetic genealogy to test and retest DNA evidence. JonBenét was found brutally murdered in the Ramseys' Boulder home in December of 1996. The Boulder Police Department had been criticized for botching the initial handling of the investigation.
If we do that, I believe there's a pretty good chance we can identify the killer. I really do.
Did they give you any indication that that's what they're doing?
We don't know. I mean, they're also professionals in that they don't talk about everything they're doing. I respect them for being cautious, but I believe that they are open to this technology that's available now.
Did they give you any type of detail as to where the investigation stands?
You know, they said they've gotten a lot of leads because of this documentary that came out on Netflix. And we've got leads as well, which I've given to them when we met.
John says he brought a DNA expert with him to the meeting in hopes they could provide some needed insight.
He said, we can work with a few picograms of information, of DNA sample. The police, to their credit, and the DA said, look, we got to be sure that if we go with the lab, outside lab, they really are the right choice. And they're not just doing it because they want good advertising.
Now, John says it's a waiting game, and he's hopeful a killer will eventually be identified if the technology is used. He stresses he will never give up the fight for JonBenét.
You want your child to that loss make a difference. How can we make the world a better place based on what we've learned?
Amy Wattis, Denver 7.
Well, Denver 7 reached out to Boulder Police for an update, and they confirmed they met with the family this week, but they say they can't answer specific questions because this is an ongoing homicide investigation.